I am the Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Chase Gosling. And with this allotted time to speak before Premier Pro Wrestling presents Intemperance, I need to tell you guys a little story. And this story isn't going to be some hype. This story isn't even going to be shooting from the hip. No. This comes all from the heart. 3 months ago, Anestra and Pancho turned their back on Sem Sei. And who comes to save the day? His tag team partner, Chase Gosling. And a month later, we are scheduled to have a World Tag Team Championship match. And I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, winning gold, that would have been amazing. But really what it was redemption for Sem. And when that night comes, I'm here ready to go. But where's Sem Sei? He's too busy playing American Ninja Warrior than fighting for his own pride. So on that night, I made a calculated decision that if Sem Sei did not care about himself, I would not care about him either going forward. Instead of worrying about a team, I worried about Chase Gosling. But unfortunately for Sem Sei, unfortunately for him, I am the master of the mind game. And I could have just gone my way and said, you know what, this isn't working out. But that would have been too easy. So I planned and I plotted and I got us a rematch against Anestra and Pancho. Only to leave Sem with a gold-plated imprint on the back of his head in the middle of that ring for turning his back on me. And at that point, you'd think he'd learn his lesson. You'd think he'd learn to just leave me alone. Go his own way. As I've bought into myself, he should have bought into himself. The machine that is PPW management, the fans all started to love him. I mean, for Christ's sakes. Armageddon, or nope, sorry, not the Armageddon champion, but he was the king of the Iron Man. He was the Challenge Pro champion. Him and Jose Acosta, they won the tag team titles for a hot second. And hell, he even became the #1 contender for the world championship. But that wasn't enough. He still had to go out of his way to bother me. So when the opportunity presented itself, when I became the #1 contender for any time, any place, anywhere that I wanted, and Sem Sei was in the middle of that ring with an injured leg, I knew that that was my opportunity to take this and become the world champion for a 4th time. But did Sem Sei go away? Did Sem Sei just learn to move on with his life? No, he didn't. He had to attack me. He had to hit me in the back with a kendo stick and separate my shoulder, almost ending my career. So what did I do? I took even more away from him. He is not the king of the Iron Man anymore because of me. He is not the Challenge Pro champion anymore because of me. He is not half of the World Tag Team Champions anymore because of me. This Saturday night, Sem Sei gets an obligatory rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship. And what is going to be the best part about that match for me is that I am going to take a nail and hammer the coffin closed on this saga that we have been going on for 1.5 years, Sem. And you will be irrelevant, and I will continue to flourish as your world champion at Intemperance.